we have a new week for everyone. Office hours are tomorrow. Don't forget about that. And what is gosh, it's actually kind of a quiet week, or like few days of quietness with AI. No major updates, which is kind of good. So I mean, other than Hey Gen 4, everyone else is kind of like they're building some new update. By the end of the week, we're gonna have some new crazy AI update of like all these shenanigans. So nice, good to see everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a blessed day. We can go into many different. I mean, we can build some workflows. We can build some custom GPTs. We could roast some businesses. I haven't roasted a business in a while. I'll throw it out there. If you guys want your business roasted so you can figure out why you're not getting leads or sales, take this opportunity and I could actually dive into that real quick and actually show why your business is not getting leads with your content, with your offers, your funnel, what's wrong with it. It's always a good part. I miss roasting businesses. It was like that was like a really fun show. We haven't done that in a while. If you're inside the community, I just released a new course, which is basically for how to create short form content, but just using your computer. So it's like the split screen, so that you don't even have to use your phone for creating content. So it's a different workflow. Takes roughly the same amount of time, give or take. So that's what I highly recommend. Nick's like, I'd like to figure out an automation, but roasting is fun too. I mean, there's all sorts of automations. We can build an NAN automation right now. But it's like, what type of automation are you looking for, Nika? What type of automation? Nick says, "Hi, brother. I want to learn social media and TikTok, YouTube automation so I can learn from your community." Yep, that's in the community. Automating content, I think, is the number one thing because it's the biggest pain point that people have where they don't want to create content, but you have to create content. And if you're not creating content, you don't exist for your business. I like to figure out an automation, or, yeah, what type of automations would you like to check out? We could kind of play with something. Um, yeah, I definitely want to eventually, because we're pretty close to automating everything with like HeyGen as well too, so that your avatar could create content. Google Agent Space, agent to agent. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't played with it yet, as far as the agent to agent type of thing. Right now, we're still building agents with like workflows, which is nice. I create a custom GPT to gather testimonials from clients. How can I automate to send their output? Like email marketing kind of thing, because I feel like the easiest is like ClickUp with a form, because ClickUp will give you forms. Jotform will also give you forms. There's Typeform. So those are like, so you need a form collection tool. So there's ClickUp, which is the best. Then second is to send their testimonials to me so I can put it in my site. Um, so it's honestly just take screenshots. Surprise! This is kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, because I went back and forth with ChatGPT on this. Yeah, there's Google Form. Google Form is just free. Um, I love ClickUp for the form. Like there's a few form automation tools. Let's dive into that. So let's see. So automating content, or automating form collection for testimonials. So of course, Google Forms is going to be the free option. That's going to be the easiest, and we could kind of like do something quick with that, which is actually kind of interesting. So here, if we can just click Google Forms in your account, click the plus symbol, and then from here you can say testimonials. I'm gonna go to ChatGPT, and I'm gonna say, give me 3 questions to ask for testimonials on a form. Nice. Will it collect their output and put it in the form? Yeah. So you could check this out. So, um, what results translate for average Joe? Because this is going to be like the quickest and easiest per se. What were you struggling before? So here we're going to create one testimonials, and then here you can say, share your testimonial about my product or service. And then here under questions, you're going to do multiple choice. You could do I love paragraph. So what were you struggling with before you started? Or like, oh, I was struggling with creating content, custom GPTs. What has changed? So that's one question in there. Saw your video on Lindy Relevance and BroadPress. Do you have agents running any of them? No, not really, because the easiest actually is NAN. But a lot of people are talking about those type of agents, and their build use cases is kind of different for what they are. I'm more like just going to NAN, and you could do everything that you could do in those. So it's more of just to talk about which ones, because people were trying one called MindPal, which was like the worst. So that's where it's like, for people, I don't know why MindPal is like the most talked about, but it's actually the worst. So it's actually Lindy. Actually, Relevance is like the only one that's really popular. It's really popular on TikTok or on LinkedIn. So here, I'm just gonna do here. What can we improve? Let's just say, give me just one question. Let's just make it easy. Me just one question. So let's see. Of course, everyone is using ChatGPT right now. Suspense. Give me just one testimonial. Because I don't want to think about a question. Yo, ChatGPT, are you frozen? Copy, refresh. There we go. Just give me one question. There we go. What's one way this has helped made your life easier? Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Let's get rid of this. Here, what's one way that our product or service has made your life easier? Simple, make it required. Because like you don't want a lot of questions, you want just one simple. And then from here, you can go great testimonials. You does it automatically integrate like link to Google Sheets? Great. So then you'll go here, link it to a sheet. We're just going to create a new spreadsheet right here. Click create. So now it's creating the spreadsheet. So here, and it did this automatically, which is nice. So you don't need a make.com. And the last thing that you want is to click publish. And then anyone with the link, click publish. And then the link is going to be that little paperclip right there. So go paperclip, copy, open incognito mode, paste, and then you could send this to basically now you can send this to in an email, for example. Say, hey, we loved a testimonial. Your your community has changed my life. I can do so much with AI. And then whatever they enter, click submit. That's it. They collected it. And then if you go to your responses, there we go. And then here, I think it would be better to like word wrap this. Oh, where's the word wrap? Format, insert, let's see, wait. Google Sheets, how to word wrap. What is it? Format, wrapping, wrap. Okay, so format, wrapping, wrap. Boom. So now you've got there. You could add name if you want to. Sally Joe, Sally Smith. And then from here, you can add it to your website. Depends on what your website tool is. I mean, Lead Pages makes it super nice to actually add this to the website. Let me show you why Lead Pages is so nice. So Lead Pages, what I do, I'm not gonna lie, I just take screenshots, which is easy. What's the first question to use is, before becoming a client, what was one belief or misconception that you held back? That's a great one, Keith. That's actually really great. It's like, what were you struggling with before? And then what was the biggest transformation? I just take screenshots, and then I just put the screenshots all right here. And then that's just one easy. Turns out the video testimonials is actually performs the worst. You actually want screenshots for testimonials. Fun fact. They actually convert higher than actually videos. So Lead Pages is cool because you can add a section here. It makes it so nice to like add sections for websites. So they have pre-made sections for everything here. Do you currently use AI automation to monetize your channel? No, because I monetize based on selling a product or service on the back end, which is the products is the AI community, the services one-on-one AI coaching. You don't want to gamble on monetizing your channel based on like sponsorships or like views. You're gonna wait a very long time until you actually make money from there. Nikki's like, love the screenshots. Yeah, the screenshot, that's the quick and fast. Like, uh, and then just kind of fun thing, like when someone says something nice, what I do also is I'll squish it so it's kind of like a square, and then I'll take a screenshot of that. I mean, Command Shift 5 on Mac, and then it just saves to my computer. And then I just drag and drop it. And it's an image. That's like the easiest, the lazy way. It looks great because then you got their name, you got their name, you got a profile image, you've got the time stamp, you've got the message. By the way, all you guys, I love your comments. Also, I do have also here's a pro tip too. I recommend creating a positive comment review file in Notion. Because not gonna lie, when you do content, you're gonna get a ton of hate comment, and I mean a ton. And so it's just great for your own personal self-esteem to kind of just like keep a good testimonials, like kind of just for your own of like this is gonna pump you up on like a bad day if you ever your mindset's kind of like meh. So this really helps, and then you could then put on the website screenshots, but then with lead pages you can also they have a section for testimonials. Where is it? Yeah, testimonials. So they have pre-made ones that you could just like take the text, and if you want to format it, it will allow you to format your own, so you could just copy paste the text, add an image if you want to, so it looks like real nice. I should do that technically. Actually, that would look a lot better. I don't know, I just like the screenshots look more authentic, I think, versus the text ones, because you just don't know, did you type that, did you go to ChatGPT to type your custom type your your testimonials. I don't know. So that is one way to collect testimonials completely for free. Keith says your second question is how and when did that belief and misconception disappear? Nice. So one is what was the misconception, um, or before becoming a client, what was one belief or misconception that held you back? And then last is how and when did that belief or misconception disappear? There's also, I think I have it in my swipe file for testimonials. Let's see, testimonial questions here. This is a good one. This is a good one. Let's see here. This is actually from Alex Hermosi. If you guys want this in the community, let me know and I'll give it to you. This is Leela. Leela. Can I download that? Is it? It's not an image. It's a PDF. Show me view original. Okay, cool. So this is from acquisition.com. This is straight from Leela's playbook. How to get an awesome testimonial. How to collect marketing material to promote a business. This SOP, because she's all about SOPs, and I love SOPs. Write an email asking your customers to get customers and clients to get on a call with you. Send them within 1 day of the. You have to send it within 1 day of the inflection point. I try and do it like within at the very end of like a really powerful one-on-one session. I'll get a video testimonial. So that's like because they're at the peak of, oh my god, this was amazing, oh my god, this is so cool, oh my god, that you want to capture the testimonial at like that peak moment. Because like for me, I do it when I do my one-on-one coaching. So I have a video file, so these are all video testimonials, and then I'm just gonna pick a random one. Let's just pick Dee Dee. Yeah, I'll pick or like Carlene. Monica, what's a good one? What's a good? They're all good. It really doesn't matter. Oh, Coach Jaja was a fun one. I'll get Coach Jaja. So I captured it at the very end of a one-on-one coaching session because they're at the peak of the inflection point. That's what Leela's talking about. So then they're super excited to like give you a testimonial. So they would be like this. Amazing one-on-one experience with Jonathan. He listened to everything that I needed. He broke things down, and then he did something that I will be doing in my next
coaching. He literally, I always give people the notes, but I never give people the recording. This is amazing. I am so thankful for this experience. I've learned how to restructure my business to take me. My goal was 250,000, but after this call, I know I'm going to hit a million. So I am so very grateful for this call. If you are on the fence, you don't know, this is the person you need to get your one-on-one with. And you know, I'm supposed to be saying me, but no, you should be getting this one-on-one with Jonathan. Let me explain something to you, Sugarfoot. If you
Sugarfoot, I
want
love her.
somebody
She's
who's
so
going to
dope.
break it down, give you a roadmap, and show you what to do. Now, if you are an action taker, this is where you need to be. He's going to make sure he gets you there. Please listen and implement everything that he's saying. You will be successful. And I am so thankful. And Jonathan, thank you for having me. And you have a lovely day. Bye.
Oh, I love Coach Jaja. She's amazing. That's actually Erica Coachee in the community. This is her coach. This is where Eric. This is who Erica learned how to do live streams, how to sell digital products. That this is Erica's coach that she learned how to do an online business and everything to sell custom GPTs and stuff. So Coach Jaja is amazing. So, but anyways, the video testimonial caught at the very, or you get it at the very end of the inflection point. That's what Leela's talking about right here. This is a time when the customer or client has gotten a great result or experience from you. Nice. In the email, schedule time, book your call. Remember to ask the questions. Can we use parts of this video in our marketing so they get the permission? Background. So what's the framework? Big picture. Every testimonial should have a before state and show people what happens next. So you don't just want to grab a quote that says they made me a 1 million. That sounds great in theory, but average person that see that and be like, okay, Leela, that's good for you. And so to give them more impact, you need to give them a before state to create the contrast. Check out what happens when we add contrast below. We had lots of issues at that time. Customer acquisition being one of them, managing a team being another, and just not knowing what to work on. This we had this constant struggle of, are we doing things right? Then fast forward here. Here's what our workshop helped them accomplish. Then we added 1 million in recurring revenue since that workshop, which is just, it's only been about 3 months. So now you can see the difference of, oh my God, we had lots of issues, to now we're generating $1 million in monthly recurring revenue. So now that contrast is basically what you want to show. So it feels different. That hits different, right? And that's why it's super important to ask your clients about their previous state. And so if you got any clients or testimonies you want to make awesome testimonials for, use this SOP. She gave this as a lead magnet, and I was like, yo, snag. For individuals, actually, I'll post this in the community. If you guys want this, let me know, and I'll post this. Walk through the script before, internal, external circumstances before that caused them to move, what they saw and got their attention and why, their hesitation to believe the promise, but why they ultimately did. That's what you're talking about, Keith. What was the before, or was the belief state that was causing them hesitation? What they immediately did, the internal, external circumstances that changed. How was your situation before? Internal leaders, how did that make you feel? What were you unable to do that you wish you could? What negative impact did that have on others around you? Then the bridge leading questions: how did you find us in our company? What were your thoughts about going through the process? What were your doubts and fears about this? What made you say yes? So it's like the bridge. Why were they on the fence? What made them commit over, for example? And then external questions: where are you now? How does that make you feel? What are you able to do now that you couldn't before? What positive impact? And then call to action. So nice. So if you're inside the AI community, I will give you this sheet. Nikki, I'm gonna send this, or Nika, I'm gonna send this to you. Let me send this to you. AI community. If anyone else wants it and you're in the community, just tag you or just say me. Sarah's like, send it to me too. Hell yeah. There you go. I'm glad you asked. This is nice. Nika. So I'm going to send this to you. Attach. And send. Bloop. And then Sarah. Attach. And Send. And sent. Bam. Cool. Nice. Very nice. Ar- Ariki, what's your name inside the community? And Dr. K, what's your name inside the community? And then I'll send it to you too. Keith, what's your name? Because I don't think you guys are in the community, honestly. Like, this is why you guys got to show in the community. And then for everyone in the community, this is going to be a step by step ultimate guide. Actually, what does Leela call it? How to get an awesome testimonial. I like that. So I'm going to send this and paste. And this is from Leela Hormozy. How to collect the perfect testimonials. I'm such a hoarder for like information. It's like I'm like I have in that swipe file I have like so many like resources in there. It was like on how to. Cool. So then I'll post this in the community. No, sir, not part. Keith, you got to join. Dr. K, you got to join to see what you're missing out. Like, oh my gosh, this is just some of the stuff. We have like 10 courses. We have 5 days a week office hours. I'm not like promoting it right now. I'm just more like answering your questions. But like, we literally have 5 days a week of AI business and marketing coaching going across how to use AI in your business. They get resources like this. Sweet. When did I download this? I downloaded this on May 24th from acquisition.com. Can you show me the funnel? Oh no, it's just it was a lead magnet as she was giving away on her it was Leela Hormozy. She gave that away on her Instagram for a lead magnet, and I was like, and Leela's so gangster as far as like SOPs and tutorials and stuff like that. So I snagged that so fast, and I was like, snap, save. I have all the resources and stuff. I'm like, data, because you never know. It's like it will come in handy. You just never know when you need it. So nice, great question, Nika. Anyone else? Other questions about your business, growing, marketing, sales, automation, how to grow your business, get more leads and sales? If you guys want to roast a business, we'll roast a business and show you why you're not getting leads and sales. And then for Nika, that's how you can use Google Sheets for collecting testimonials automatically, completely for free, using Google Sheets all right there. So nice. If you want a quick video, Nika, of what I just did, send me a DM, and then I'll just record a video and send it to you. What type of businesses have the most demand for inbound and outbound AI agents? Well, every business needs AI agents fundamentally. AI agents is both inbound and outbound. That's more defined. When a customer, client, or lead contacts the business, there's 2 AI agents, technically 3 AI agents. There's a voice agent that will pick up the phone or call back. There's chatbots, that SMS chatbots that will text when they like a missed call, for example, or text them when they text the business. Third is social media chatbots. All 3 of those agents are based those if you had to pick any automation like that's going to generate you more revenue and more business, those are the 3 agents. Because if you answer a call, there's a stat that if you answer a call within the first 60 seconds, you could increase your conversion rate by 391%. So it's like most businesses don't call their customers back in time. They wait either 5 minutes or a day or an hour to contact them back. By then it's already too late. But if you don't contact within the first 60 seconds, gone. And then what else? Then the social media one, surprisingly, people aren't going to go to your website more or less. They're going to go and send you DMs. So like ManyChat is another chat bot. So for you, name with the period. Those are like the top 3 AI agents that every business needs for inbound and outbound, for example. Dr. K, we have a doctor. I just pretend to be a doctor. I'm not just a doctor in AI. She's like, awesome. I'm in a ton of communities. We'll plan to circle back once I get light on my plate. Definitely. Take your time. We're here. I get it. There's a lot on subscriptions and community. Everyone has a community. It's like, that's the game. But the reason why communities are so important is because people don't want courses. They don't want, they want actual community, meaning they want events to connect with like-minded people where they can actually get away from social media platforms so that they're not interacting with bots, they're not getting algorithm-fed content, and they're actually getting meeting real people and there's actually ideas and content that's not like algorithm like tailored, for example. So the bigger thing also for community is weekly events. So we have 5 weekly events every single week. So we have Tuesday, Thursday, which is office hour sessions. We could come in, ask questions, get tech support, business coaching on AI, marketing, content, stuff like that. Second is Wednesday, which is networking. So I pair you up with two other entrepreneurs so you can make new friends. Because you'll be surprised. Either you guys are in the same city, you guys are connecting because you both are working on a favorite tool like GenSpark, for example, or you're in the similar industries. We have two people that joined. And they're in the construction industry, which is kind of interesting. Then we have the Friday show and tell, which is dope because then you get to see other entrepreneurs what they're using AI for content, for education, for custom GPTs, for products, for services, for automation. So you get to see that. And then Saturday, we have a live workshop. So it's a live class. So you could come in, ask your questions, and we work at the pace of the class so that we want to make sure everyone that's going to participate, we can answer their questions because it's mostly really important for like a lot of people. Like they'll have questions halfway through, and you could be surprised. Like they miss one button or they don't know, they get stuck. So it's really to help a lot of people so they're all collectively working together. Like so, the last one we've done is NAN workshops, or NAN how to automate your business using NAN. So we're going deep into that tool because we're practicing tool mastery. We hosted it, so it's now only costs $6 a month, which is wild. Unlimited automations, unlimited agents, and unlimited usage of them for $6 a month. Game over. Dope. And then from there, we did self-hosting, we did agents, we did custom builds, and then we're going to start getting into RAG, which is basically almost like chat with PDF. Fundamentally is basically it. You can upload knowledge files from your AI agent from there. So that's every Saturday. That's a 2-hour live workshop, and we do that every week. Every single week, we're just because there's so much to AI. There's so much to content. There's so much to business strategy. There's so much to creating a product, scaling a product. Like there's so much that goes in, and people get stuck. They have questions. AI tools. What's the best tool? How are you using it in your business? So that's a lot of stuff. And then the really cool thing is also the connection because that's what people really want. People want to connect with other like-minded people that are all moving towards a similar goal, that are all struggling with the same pain point. So we have some people that are starting their business. We have some people that are trying to scale their business. We have some people that want to become AI consultants. We have a lot of people that want to become AI automation agency owners. So it's all of AI in there. Please also, by the way, ask your AI questions in here. AI, marketing, business coaching, like ask struggling with leads, struggling with sales, how to automate your business, how to do content. Ask the questions now. Like, please, I will answer all of the questions that like to help you. God put you in this room for a reason. This is your sign. Ask the questions. I want you to be successful. Chal Sai says, there's so much I'm learning coding to understand automations better right now, and it's a bunch of info. Yeah, it depends on what you're automating too. It's like, and then also the tools and stuff. Like, there's a ton. If you're coding, I don't know why you're coding because there's AI. There's already AI tools that do coding. Like there's Lovable, there's Cursor. Then there's no code automation tools, which is NAN, NAN, Make.com, Zapier. You might as well just, I'm not gonna lie, just learn NAN. It's going to be the most popular out of all of them. But if you're like, yeah, there's no reason to code. It's just like, it's exciting times. And then creating content, AI avatars, which is fun. HeyGen, which is wild. Building an app. Yes, but you need to know how to do things safely with sites like Cursor. Yes, setting it up because it's kind of deceptive because it's like it only teaches you like 20% of like what's actually necessary to actually go into basically building and deploying a functional app, for example, because there's so much to now sites, just a caveat, there's no need to build a website with code as of today. Like there's no need, like not even Cursor. Like yes, Cursor and Lovable can build websites, but you should, technically if you're building like website or Cursor, like if you're building websites or funnels, there's no need to build that with any of the tools. Like you could do it for inspiration, but fundamentally you should be using a no code tool like Lead Pages, system. I don't know why it was like such a weird, like, because those tools, you need analytics on like conversions, you need actually lead magnet tools. If you're selling digital products, just get a stand store. Honestly, it's the only thing you need. Just a stand store. Boom, you're done. You can sell digital products. You can do email marketing from it. We're going to teach Stan inside the community, and that's it. That's all you need to make money online if you're selling just digital products. If you're selling services, you could kind of do the same thing with just a stand store, because you could do, if you sell your time, for example, you could use, it has a calendar link. I was looking in the Stand a lot, and it's so easy to do it. I just have some members that have no budget, so I have to be creative with solutions. I have some members that have some budget, which is like Stands, like super easy to get set up, get a URL, put up a product, put up an email list, put up a calendar, and you're done basically. Uh, Corp says, I'm having issues with Lovable. Yeah, there's a workflow with Lovable. It's like, it's so deceptively like, you know, like, because you want to get off it as quickly as possible, meaning use Lovable for the UI and then quickly move into Cursor to kind of build the rest of the functionality out. But not gonna lie, after talking with Christian 2 days ago, if you guys, if you're inside the community, I put, because Oksana was asking for it. I'll have your question too. Oksana was asking for the interview with Christian. It's inside the AI, because he went 3 hours and gave so much value, like so much value. It's under AI webinars. Oh my God, he gave three. He's an SEO and AI analytic expert. So in that, if you guys want the link, send me the DM and I'll link you to it. But it's inside of the AI webinar course. Basically, it's the so AI webinar course, and then from there, it's at the very bottom because I'm putting like all like the other like lectures basically. Oops, why did it go dark? Why is it dark? How did I do that? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I was like, I changed the lighting. These are just AI, like we did the productivity, social media, digital marketing, automation, personal productivity. So I'm just putting like interviews in here. Christian, oh man, it's a 3 hour. And then also too, if you're inside the community, I listed all the notes of all the goodies that he shared. So much notes in there. And then if you guys don't know Christian, let me introduce you to Christian. That's Christian. Oh my God, dude is a genius. I bring him up because the one member just mentioned he's struggling with Lovable. Christian has, I want to play with it. We may play with it tonight. Has a genius idea of just using Gemini 2.5 Pro to build one-page fully functional websites that serve whatever like function or knowledge or like whatever you want. Like, you know, because you don't need to build like unless like you want user like people to log in and have access and store it. That's a lot to like build out. It's what he's doing is building fully functional one-page web apps using just Gemini 2.5 and specifically only writing it in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's all. There's no back end. And it's so powerful because you can build it in Gemini. Gemini is like the most powerful right now. You should be using it for like reasoning or your workhorse, because you can also upload 1,000,000 tokens of context window, meaning you could copy paste. I got to come up with a new analogy, but basically 6 Harry Potter books you could copy paste into it. So you could copy paste the whole functionality of it, and then you could call like webhooks using like JavaScript basically. But it's so light, it's so simple, and it's so basically like it's an HTML file that you could just share it. It's a fully functional app. You could host it, you could share it, you could. I'm like, that's genius, actually, as far as. So I want to see if I could turn my book into, or the books that I've been turning into education, into gamify using Lovable. If I could turn them into one-pager, fully functional apps, If you guys want, I'm like kind of nerdy. I'm gonna play with that right now, but I don't want to get distracted. That's like gangster level as far as super fast, easy to iterate because you could put the whole code base basically in Gemini 2.5. Like Gemini's so good, it's so powerful. Let's see. Chad says, I do custom voiceovers for wedding clients' first dances, but have no clue how to market it online. That's such a very niche thing. Technically, not gonna lie, you should be using Suno. There's Suno and there's another music app, Chad, that you should be technically using. Thank you, Dr. K. Because the number one, when I was looking on Reddit and I was like trolling, oh, Dr. K, you're so kind. I was looking at Reddit. I was looking at the number. Okay, let me show you the number top 5 use cases of AI or ChatGPT. Basically, I'll show you that. One of them was not ChatGPT, but when in Reddit when they were saying what are the most popular uses that you've used AI for, the second comment, one was automating business was obvious, but the second comment was the comment said, "My son for his birthday, I created a custom birthday song specific to his name and the hobbies and interests that he likes." And then he goes, to date, he's played this song 1,400 times because he loves it. And I was like, that's so dope. So custom songs for people. That's what if you mentioned you do voiceovers for weddings. You can use Suno. There's another one for voice or music to create custom music that's tailored towards the bride and the groom, and it will sound amazing and it will take no effort to create, and you could charge a lot for it because you're using AI tools, and then you could do your voiceover if you want to add your voice into it too. Like, so that's will be dope. And then from there you should also be basically then you're just it's all about marketing, it's all content. Any business right here, if you're struggling with leads and sales, it comes down to not you're not creating enough content. That's the TLDR basically. That's your marketing side. Nice, you guys got some nice gifts. I appreciate that. If you guys like, I'm not so much around gifts. I'm more like if you just share this with like your friends and family so they know about the AI show, that would be even more. Joe says, and please ask your AI questions like, what's the best tool? How do I use it in my business? Chad's and then Chelsea AI is like, yo, do it. We could do it right after as far as building that app. Chad's like, I use their voices. That's dope. 11 Labs, yes, with that is great. Corp says, John, I sent you a DM. Nice, send me a DM. I'm more than happy to answer questions. There's a young lady DM me yesterday, and she's like, hey, should I spend $20,000 and go into debt for like UI UX? And I was like, please don't. Like, you can learn everything online now. It's like, and then the most thing is like just spend that time creating a portfolio. That's gonna actually like help you get clients for that, for example. So, nice, nice, nice. 11 Lab, nice. If you guys, yeah, ask your AI questions. If not, I could play with Gemini 2.5 and build that app right now. I'm kind of curious. YouTube Academy, yeah, love. So YouTube's best. I highly recommend it. Trust me when I say this. Buy YouTube Premium. I think it's like 14 bucks a month, so it's completely ad free. YouTube and Udemy are like the top 2 places to learn any subject, and then Skillshare also. I don't like Skillshare because it's not like a meritocracy. It's just you get a lot of courses, but they're like subpar. For example, I like Udemy because it's a meritocracy, so you get to see the vote, the reviews, and then how many people have actually bought that product. So I just bought an NAN course from there. So and then once I bought the course, then Megan is like, "Hey, here's an extra course, and here's some other courses that are all NAN," and I was like, "Megan, thank you, so dope, so dope." Um, yeah, if you want to learn anything, honestly, YouTube University is like the best. I listen to like, oh god, I think it's almost 8 hours of YouTube comment every single day of like learning stuff. So NAN is so dope. So we could do a couple things. We could roast a business. We can build a web app using just Google Gemini 2.5, or I could continue just asking if you guys have more questions. Ask the questions and I'll answer them. Chell says, can you audit for free? Can you audit for free on Udemy like Coursera for the audits? I don't know about the audit, but everything on Udemy is like They're all like independent creators just hosting their courses on there, and then courses are like anywhere from like $12 to like $40, give or take. Super easy. Can you build? But the problem with those, don't do Udemy if you're like selling courses and stuff. It's better to actually sell your courses on your own social media thing, for example. David's like, so can't wait to really get into it and have it do all my have AI do all my work. That's the goal. That's the end thing. It's like I think with any end skills, then the ability to learn how to build custom GPTs, because then you could build AI assistants pretty quickly, embed them into your AI agents. That's great. And then from there, that's I think that is going to be like the most power. And then you're learning some specialties of like different tools for like if you're doing 11 Labs or HeyGen or Perplexity, whatever the tools you need to automate your workflow. Oh, I see some juicy questions. No More Bad Day says, where do you suggest how self-hosting on N8N? Actually, Hostinger is actually the best one. I have a tutorial video on my YouTube channel. You can watch it, and then on that's going to show you like how to host it. Gabriel, I love this question. Why not use Kajabi? Great question. Why not use Kajabi, Thinkific, Teachable, Mighty Network, School, and WAP? Do not use any of those platforms. If you sell a course or a community, there is only one gold standard, and it's Circle. Circle is the only one that does course and community on an enterprise level, and it's very powerful. It's like it trumps all of them as far as for allowing you to actually automate. Kajabi is the worst because they put actually like they try and merge like email marketing and automation into a course platform. But if you hang out on like the Kajabi Facebook groups, which is I'm just a nerd, people are like there's so many tech issues of what they can't automate, things they get trouble with. You got to speak this weird Kajabi workflow language that's like it's so annoying, and your customers are going to have a high churn rate, which is it. Go High Level, dear God, no, please do not use Go High Level for courses. It's the worst, especially for community too. Go High unpopular opinion, Go High Level does everything but on a mediocre level. That's why it's like you get what you pay for. And if you'll notice, what happens is the high churn rate and the low because I have technically an above average course completion rate. I think we're at like 20% or something like that on average, which most people it's like less than 8% of like actually finished courses, for example. So highly recommend if you want, because it's the churn, it's best across all platforms, automation, dashboards, reporting, integration, AI agents. You could actually brand your own app. It works great on all devices. It's like the best because most people are like mobile too. I literally just purchased a domain for my new nonprofit on Hostinger. Nice, that works perfect. There's also like domains. I love Namecheap and Porkbun, which are really great for like domains because they integrate super nice with like any of the tools like System or what I love is Lead Pages. I'm just like love me some Lead Pages. He did a walkthrough. David says he did a walkthrough in his community on setting up NAN on Hostinger. Yep, and that's actually not. It's not only the cheapest, but it was actually the easiest to actually go through and set up. I was looking at some other ones with like Docker and stuff like that. I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, I'll throw my computer out the window. Because for my members, I want simple, reliable, executionable, so that my members get simple, easy, so they know what to do. For example. Joe says, will you recommend NAN as a tool to learn and build agents? It's the only tool, honestly. There are sub tools, which is like Relevance and like BotPress, but like if you're like truly going to build AI agents, Make.com has tried to do agents, Zapier's trying to do agents, but they suck. So like NAN is the only one right now, especially when you want to get into like MCP and other stuff from there. It's like it's so easy to use compared to like Make.com and other ones. Like it's so nice. Dr. K says to David, nice, love that. My partner is actually a web developer, so he's actually building it out. Oh, don't let web developers, because web developers will build websites in like WordPress, and that's like what you don't want. You want funnels. You want a one-page funnel technically now everything's believe it or not, everything's a link tree. Like, because mostly what's going to happen is you're going to build a very beautiful website, and then it's going to have the worst conversion rates. Like, it's going to have 14 buttons, it's going to have about me and services and all this other stuff, and people are, you're going to look and it's going to have a high bounce rate. It's actually, what's the most important thing is content, and a link tree is like the only two things basically. Because what happens is everything right now is all done through content and the DMs basically is what's going to drive. And then what people want is what I call the Amazonification of shopping on social media. They're going to binge your content, love your live streams, and then from there go straight to buy. But if you send them to a website, they're not going to buy it, and it's going to be it's horrible. So unpopular opinion. I got a lot of those. Namecheap's great. Yeah, Namecheap's so simple. Pork bun is so it's cheap, it's easy, it integrates with everything, which is nice. David says, make sure when you do NAN on Hostinger, do a VM, not regular hosting. Yeah, the virtual private server, or virtual private server, the VPS, I think it was, for example, which is what you want. Dr. K just had to purchase the domain, but he has a discount code for hosting, which was nice. Oh yeah, just there's a ton of affiliate codes, which is super nice. Hello, bro. Hello to you too. Wishing you all the best. No, I wish you guys all the best. It's in WordPress. I had a marketing agency for 2 years. All I did was switch everyone from WordPress. Oh my God, WordPress, Squarespace, Wix, GoDaddy were like the main culprits. As soon as I actually switched them from there's two things that happen. One, you switch them from a website to a funnel, and then from the funnel, the second thing that you switch them is actually a funnel tool. There's like Lead Pages is like the best. That is the easiest. I doubled all of their revenue in 60 days. All of their revenue was doubled in 6 days because they were getting traffic, but their traffic wasn't converting. They had a beautiful website, but it wasn't actually converting to sales. Like, websites died 10 years ago. That's why please forgive me when I say this. It's like web developers are not marketers. It's like, from a marketing point of view, I need conversions, I need analytics, I need to track things, and websites died. Now are funnels. Funnels are slowly dying. Now it's just Linktree, click to buy or click to book, because from the links, it's basically your content. You're focusing more on pushing out more content on all social media channels. That from that, and especially your live streams, that is what's going to direct people to just click and buy. If you send them to a website, they're going to get confused. It's going to have a high bounce rate. They all want the one-click checkout, for example. Gabrielle's like, I love websites. Trust me, websites won't make money. Virtual VMs, virtual things, virtual private servers. Thank you so much, David. I'm so happy to have David in the community. Lead Page. Oh, it's actually called Lead Pages. This one I highly recommend. There's two people. Like, honestly, if you just sell digital products, just get a stand store. That's all you need. Like, if you sell digital products and your calendar, that's all. Get a stand store, $29 a month, you're done. But if you want, if you sell services, if you sell coaching, if you sell more products or stuff like that, then just do Lead Pages. Because Lead Pages, you can build a whole website. Not a website, but an actual whole funnel, things that actually convert. It's actually designed to actually convert traffic way better. And then you get analytics on it, which is like super important. And then if you're a little more budget conscious, there's Systeme. I'm not sponsored by any of these. There's Systeme. I just don't like the websites that Systeme, like visually on mobile. I just personally don't like it. I love Lead Pages, but it's pricey. It is pricey, but think of it this way: you just have to make more money, because it's like it's cheap tools, cheap results. So that's why it's like good tools, good results when they're set up in the right way. System is great because, like, if you want a funnel tool, digital products, and email marketing all in one, System is perfect. Like, I just personally don't like the websites that it builds with it, but the pricing, you're basically gonna plan to spend $27 a month basically from there. Let's go to my documents. Like, my funnel, my whole marketing system is basically this. Is it that it? It's under I think the digital marketing tools. Digital marketing. Oh, I think I changed it with the 5-day product. Yeah. I'm going to do digital marketing. There we go. And then here, it's way down here. Way down here. Here we go. Oh, that's the funnel. There we go. Tech stack. This is roughly my funnel, basically. I'm not doing make.com. I'm using NAN. NAN, which is basically $6. So it's about that cheap. So I do lead pages for the funnel or the link tree, Kit for email, ClickUp for the CRM, TidyCal for calendar booking, Stripe for payment, NAN for automation. That's pretty much, and then Circle. What's the shift? There we go. And then Circle for my community. That's basically the whole thing. Yeah, it's not cheap, but at the same time, it converts really well. And I get a ton of analytics on it, for example. For pay, yeah, let's see, leadership. No, we're just saying, yeah, there's a ton of cheap options. But it's like from the marketing thing, it's like if I had to double someone's revenue and they're already getting traffic from paid ads or content, a funnel is going to be the easiest. The second I take them off WordPress and Squarespace and GoDaddy were like the notorious culprits. It's like, oh, this is an easy thing. It's like if anyone's feeling brave right now, I'll audit your business right now and show you why you're not getting leads and sales. It's usually a lot of like, you have a whole website, it has way too much text on it. There's no, GoDaddy. You'll be surprised. There's a lot of people on like GoDaddy, Squarespace, Wix websites, WordPress, and it's like their biggest complaint is, I'm not getting sales. I'm not getting leads. I'm not getting no one's signing up for any of my products or services. And I'm like, there's a couple things we got to change. But now it's now easier. It's like, because it's just one click buy for everything now. You're just sending traffic from there. Can't you make a simple lead page with WordPress? Yes, you can, but the problem with WordPress is, one, a lot of the plugins you have to manage. If you're outdated on plugins, you can get hacked pretty badly. There's no analytics. Of course, you can add all this stuff for sure with their plugins, but I don't want to manage plugins. I want an all-in-one tool because I need, one, quickly to build a site without having to do any coding. Second, I want analytics to see how well my website is converting. Like, for example, and this is actually pretty, because like I check my analytics like 3 times a day. I'm like super. Let's go to lead pages. So this is my lead pages account. Let's go to analytics. Let's go last 7 days and show me for my main site, and then show me my conversion rate. So I'm like, oh, great. 900 people have went to my website. Well, let's put it this way. 734 have been unique. 438 conversion. So my landing page is converting at 68%. If you guys know about like lead pages, like that's way above industry average. So like converting people over into the checkout page from there, that's beautiful. So that means my copywriting is dialed. There's only one offer. And then, for example, like the whole site, actually here, simple tech skills. There's only one button on this page to do. It's only join. That's all. There's nothing else on this page. Join, testimonials, join. That's all. That's the only action on this page. Or if you're a community member, just log in. That's the only action. That's why I could get it above a 65% conversion rate. So that means I don't have to change anything. If I change anything, I would break it, but I don't want to. But then you can see also, like if I go over the last 30 days too, you can see how I was changing from a link tree to a funnel, and then that increased my conversion rate, jumped up pretty nicely, for example. So that's where it's like, you got to know like how is your website, and it's all built in, which is super nice, because I will A/B test all A/B test like great example. This is a really good thing. Okay, what are conversions? If I send 100 visitors, like website traffic, and they go to a web page and 10 of them click the next button, then that's a 10% conversion rate. For context, If you're just like an e-commerce store, or you're just saying like, here, go to buy now, like click to just buy, on average, you're looking for 3 to 4% conversion rate, basically, is what you're looking for. If you're offering a lead magnet, something for free, you could bump that conversion rate of number of people that will opt in to get that to about 20 to 40%, is like, well, 20 to 50% is technically what you want to aim for. That's great. That means it's matching, it matches what your audience are looking for. Then from there, that's important, because then if it's below, like if like sales 1 to 3%, if you're getting like below a 3% conversion rate, like 100 people go and like maybe like 3 people are like signing up, something's wrong with the site. Like it's either too many buttons, the copywriting it needs to be improved, there's no irresistible offer, and there's multiple, every button's like a different door, for example. Gamma for web, oh, don't use Gamma for website, don't use Canva for websites. There's like a lot of tools can build websites, but doesn't mean you should, because you want analytics, you want it looking great on mobile. There's a lot of things that go, and you want funnels. Everything's funnels. One click checkout, one click sign up. I was convinced by a colleague to pay for a lifetime subscription to GrooveFunnels. It happens. Just get off GrooveFunnels. Just like I bought ClickFunnels, I've bought Kajabi, I've bought Mighty Networks, I've bought WordPress, I've bought Webflow. I've bought them all, and it's like you have to learn. Yeah, WordPress, the security. Oh my God, the plugins, because you need a developer. The worst thing is like you're handicapped to the developer, because if you want to make any changes to your WordPress website, you're handicapped to the developer services. Like they've got you. Like you can't make any changes without a developer going in, and that's not what I want. Like I want business owners to own their website, so that if they want to make any changes, or they want to learn the analytics, or they want to improve the copywriting with like ChatGPT, which is like the most profitable, they can do that. And they could do that within 5 minutes. They don't need to hire a developer. They don't need to pay monthly charges. Like developers charge a lot of money, especially for monthly maintenance and stuff. Cancel lead pages to commit to it, but I hate it, and now I start over. Yeah, just jump into lead, because lead pages, you want to build one simple funnel. GrooveFunnels has been extremely frustrating, so you purchase Beacons Pro. Beacons Pro, I think, also takes an arm and a leg, if I'm not mistaken. Like, let me hold on. Beacons, because Beacons, they charge pricing. Where did I see? Zero seller. Oh yeah, because you have to go on the zero. Sorry, it functions just like lead pay or Stan Store. It doesn't matter like which, if you choose this one or Stan. Oh yeah, it was on the free, and then I think they were charging like, where was it? Creative Pro. I'm looking at like oh, the free plan is like 9% of seller fees. That's robbery. That is pure robbery. And then you could do $8 a month, but even if you're on monthly plan, $10 a month, 0%. Oh, 9% seller's fee on the monthly plan. Highway robbery. So you're forced, no matter what, on Beacons to go pro, because then they don't charge you the seller's fee, which is nice. But they have a lot of stuff. I mean, honestly, Stan is like better than Beacons. Stan's still gonna just do $29 a month, because even if you want to grow like to the other stuff, it's gonna get expensive. That jump from $30 to $90 on Beacons is like, ouch. Yeah, they're trying to like, but I mean, for that stuff, it's like, surprisingly enough, a Stan Store is like more than what a lot of people actually just need. Super simple. It's easy to set up. You don't have to do domains. They don't take a percentage. You could do emails. You could do digital products. You could sell your calendar in time. Because technically, what you want, I know it's like $9. I'm like, oh, 9%. Ouch! I gotta make some money out. Like, Stan actually, and I'm not promoted. I'm not sponsored by any of these people, because I have members that's like, if they're budget conscious, I put them on system, because you could do everything for free on the system, just to get started. But then if they're like, if they have some budgets, like if you just want quick and fast, honestly, Stan Store. Have you ever tell you look like the dad from Full House? That's great. You know he's a stand-up comedian. His comedy's like savage. Like it's so I forgot his name. Damn, Chelsea. That's great. I haven't been called that yet. Da, 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 da. That's his comedy's funny. Like go watch his he's a savage on his comedy. Like especially when he does roast. Who's the dumb guy? I wish I could tell us. I made me giggle. I think I'm always. I get. That's the first celebrity that got referenced by. Yeah. Found the beacon. Chelsea. I found that beacons bogs you down. My browser. I don't know why, but that makes you wary to go. Yeah, they force you to go pro, like no matter what. Which is Stan's great, honestly. Plus, you can do an affiliate code for Stan and make a little extra right there because they'll give you 20% on affiliate links too. I'm learning a lot about affiliates right now. I will set mine up. I'm just behind right now. I'm talking to my accountant. Vadi's like, hey John, what AI can I use to create fine backgrounds for your TikTok videos to make it human-like? Hey Jen. I mean, Hey Jen, anything human-like. Hey Jen's like the closest from there. Looks like you're getting back on Leap. Well, it depends what you're selling, Dr. K. Because honestly, I don't know if you're selling like a product, service, coaching, course, community. What are you selling, Dr. K? And then I could kind of better because it's hard to recommend like the best tool because we got people that are selling services, coaching, digital products, communities, a lot of different stuff. So it's kind of hard to like make blanket statements of like this is the best for what you need kind of thing. So let me know what you're selling, and then I could tell you what's the best one. No fees. Beacons does have an affiliate. Also, I needed that to recoup the cost. John, check my query. Wellbed. What was your query? What's your query again, Wellbed? Oh, there you go. There's no way I can have a website taking more than 20 seconds to load. Themes are heavy. That's why Lead Pages works, right? It loads fast. Lead Pages is great because it looks beautiful on mobile. Just simple, reliable. It's like, oh, great. Simple. So this is like a really big topic. That's one of the biggest things. Like, what do I use to like make money online? Make money online is more defined by how do I convert a traffic from my social media content or my paid ads into leads into sales. What are the tools I need to do that process? And then how do I set it up if I'm not tech savvy is one of the biggest ones. And we're gonna teach it inside the community. I'm gonna teach most people how to, because it's mostly there's two options. We're technically gonna go through three options. We're gonna go through Stand Store. We're gonna go through System, and then we're gonna go through My Setup because I love My Setup. My Setup's like so gangster. Sign up, something where it's like, yeah, the user plugins are like notorious. Chelsea are funny. Beacons does have an affiliate. Yeah, the affiliates was really interesting. Considering a long look at Samcart, what's the I haven't checked out Samcart. What are they offering? Da, 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 da. Let's look at pricing. Samcart. Oh wait, Samcart starts at 75. What? Hold on. What is Samcart like? Samcart. Let's see. Jesus, wait, am I reading this right? Starting off, you have to pay $79 a month. That's it. Like, for what? No, that's a hard no. Because what do you get for all of that? Oh, they want to be like go high level. That's why we're gonna give you all of this nonsense that you don't need. Like, Stan Store does all this. Stan does this for $29. Like that's, oh my god, you're starting at $79, and then you hope everything connects, hope everything works. It's like, what are you selling at that point? You might as well just go lead pages. The lead pages one is going to be because here's a bigger thing that's really important. Like, this is a very important principle. Never let price dictate the tools that you need to do your business job, basically. Never let the price dictate. You need the right tools for what you need to do online. You don't need a lot of features too. Like, you don't need everything too. That's like ClickFunnels right now is like overpriced, like, and they're trying to add more features. Go high level is a cheap price, but you get a lot of things that you're never going to use fundamentally. So it's like, that's why I keep it very simple. It's like, if you sell coaching or even like digital products, Stan is more than enough. If you want, like, if you're selling courses on top of that, you'll need like Stan with or a Linktree with Circle is going to be a good pair. Stand to Circle or Linktree to Circle is a great setup. If you're selling, if you're a little like if you want a little, if you want highly customizability, that's not a word. It's like, I love mine because it's like lead pages. I could create all sorts of funnels. Like if you're growing more than 10K a month, like you need lead pages because you're going to be doing funnels, you're going to be doing offers, you're going to be doing low, mid, and high ticket offers. Like you need funnels for all the different things that you're doing to grow past $10,000. Like Stan, Linktree, and like beacons. I don't even like saying beacons because it's highway robbery what they're charging. Like Stan, Systeme, or a Linktree. Even lead pages is also going to get there. That would get you to 10K a month. That's more than what you need, for example. But if you're trying to go past, you need more funnels, you need more products, you need more analytics. You're running paid ad campaigns to different pages with different offers, low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket offer. You're adding lead magnets. Like, to make more than $10,000 a month, that's a whole different game. Now you're doing lead pages, you're doing ClickUp for the CRM. You need a robust email marketing tool, which is basically like Kit or Active Campaign. Please don't use MailChimp. Please don't use MailChimp. Please don't use MailChimp. Kit or Active Campaign is like really important. I don't like Square because like you don't get a lot of analytics in Square. Stripe is like way better. I don't like PayPal. Megan sent me a PayPal link to pay for her services, and I cried. I couldn't pay. It was so hard. I was like, oh, why is your services so hard to use? And I'm like, that's why I don't recommend PayPal. I was like, no, just give me Stripe. Every SaaS product, everyone just uses Stripe. It's like the easiest because then you get also a lot of other things, which is important. Great questions. What should I use for hourly consulting and membership program? The hourly consulting, honestly, TidyCal is all you need, Gabrielle. TidyCal, $39 a month. 39 bucks one time pay. That's all. 39 bucks one time, you're done. You get unlimited calendars. You could integrate it with Stripe. They don't take a percentage. And you could sell your time for hourly consulting. You could just do that also in a Stan Store. Stan Store will allow you to set up a calendar and they have to pay for your time. That works as well too. And then the membership program, that's going to be in Circle. So you could technically just do Stan Store with Circle, and that's all. Because Stan's going to give you the calendar, Stripe integration, if you want to sell digital products as well too, and then the link to checkout to because Circle does checkout links automatically, like payment paywalls basically, for them to create an account and roll in. So you don't need any automation, which is super nice. That would be the best for Gabrielle. Gabrielle. I'm horrible with numbers. A variable increase based on revenue. Yeah, that. Ouch, Samsart. Please don't use Samsart. Sasha, that's, yeah, because if you make more money, they charge you more, and they're not giving you any more for what you're charging. Like, ouch, that's a highway robbery. It's like it always depends because a lot of this is really hard to like give blanket advice because it's like some people are coaches, some people are consultants, some people sell digital products, some people sell services. So like it's a little bit different for everyone, and then everyone's at a different revenue. If you're under 10K a month, it's one setup, and then if you're over 10K a month, it's a whole different setup. There's different like there's levels to the marketing game kind of thing, but this is like it's like $1 million question of like what's the best AI tool to actually, because again, we're just trying to solve how do you convert traffic that you're getting from your content or your paid ads, how do you systematically convert that into leads and sales reliably without losing traffic? Because if you lose traffic, you're losing revenue. It's like people going to your website and they're like walking into the lobby of a business and they're like, can't find what I need, bounce, and that's expensive. Stripe is great but doesn't have a platform, does it? They don't sell, all they do is like create pay links, and the pay links, like, it's basically just a paywall basically, so you can but it integrates with all the other tools, like it integrates with Circle, lead pages, TidyCal, Stan, so that they'll take the payments and go straight. Even Systeme or System, I don't know what to call it, it's like one of those two. Brother, after when register, can we cancel anytime? Yeah, you could cancel anytime for for the AI community, you could join. I give you a 30-day money back guarantee. If you're not happy in any way within 30 days, I'll give you a full refund, no questions asked, kind of thing. So that's why it's super easy. And then you could cancel anytime. I do that for the community and for my one-on-one coaching. It's you can come in and go as much as you want, kind of thing. It's like it's up to you. Chell says, I've heard Stripe will randomly close people's accounts on Thread on X. Makes me, I would, unless you have to like, to get your account closed, what happens is you actually get a bunch of refunds. It's actually the no. There's many different variables. It could be the products that you're serving. It could be your social media like content that you're actually putting out is not doesn't abide by their like whatever their laws. Like if you're selling scandalous stuff, like stuff that will get you violated or banned on like TikTok type of stuff. If you're getting a lot of like recharges, like for sure. If you're getting a lot of refund requests, payment cancellations, if you're not managing it correctly, for example, I've had my Stripe account for Jesus since I started for like over 5 years. It's made it so easy. So it's like I wouldn't worry about PayPal. PayPal is notorious for canceling and never giving you your money back. That scares me more. That scares me even more. For example, Derek says, oh wait, let me go to David. David says, "What do you mean by platform? Like an e-commerce platform?" Yeah, Stripe's not so much. It's just a payment processor. That's all it is, basically. And then you're going to connect it with whatever platform that you want for community, for digital product, for stuff like that. Derek says, "Should I set up with Linktree, Stanstore, Beacon, and Stripe?" Honestly, Stanstore and Stripe is enough. Like that's going to be enough to sell digital products, to do emails. Because I was looking at Stan, I was like, because I have some members that are like, I need a simple. For me, it's like I need a simple way. They need a URL, and they don't have to do the DNS settings in with a nice URL. That is where a lot of people need developers to like go into my Namecheap and my pork bun or my Hostinger and can add the DNS settings and then verify the domain and then connect it to the web. That stops a lot of people. That's why Linktree and Stanstore became so popular, is because you don't need to do any website DNS settings, which is super nice. Then the second challenge is, how do I connect and take payment and deliver something to them automatically? And I don't know any automations. That's where Stanstore is like really great. System is a little harder because you got to set it up. Honestly, Kit is really good. Kit will do it for free. Like Kit.com for email marketing is actually pretty gangster, because you can start with just a Kit account. Like honestly, if you're just selling digital products, because from there it will take payment. It will build an email list all completely for free, and it will also send them the digital product like an ebook or link to buy or link to sign up, whatever. It would do all that automatically on the free plan. I love Kit for like email marketing. It's really great. Let's see. Dr. AI, what's your thoughts on Shopify? The thing I don't like about Shopify is great, but here's the problem. When you're selling more than one product, you doubled your marketing efforts. Meaning, what happens is, if I don't know if you've ever watched. So if you're on TikTok, if you ever watch like the luxury watch buyers, for example, like they sell fake luxury watches, basically, of all of them. And also all like any of the e-commerce, what they do, if you notice, they don't. If you're selling anything e-commerce and that related, they don't send you to a Shopify store. Because what happens is Shopify stores are like websites where the traffic that you send it to, as soon as they go to your website or as soon as they go to a Shopify store, if they can't find the product in 5 seconds, they're gone. So what they do is they actually fulfill the order in the DMs. It's very interesting. They'll do all sales in DMs. They'll give you the link. They'll guide you to the exact page, the product, for example, even saying you directly to the Shopify, kind of like to checkout. But most Shopify store owners, here's the trend. What happens? They'll launch a product, they'll get some sales, but then they want to make more revenue. So they think, if I add another product, I can make more revenue. But what happens is, by adding another product, they actually reduce their revenue in half across both products. So they're actually now selling 2 products and less revenue. So then they think, oh, I just keep adding products and keep adding stuff to more products will equals more revenue. Like they're like a Walmart or kind of thing. That's actually the worst thing that happens, because what happens from a digital marketing point of view, I need to market and position one product on one channel with one offer and have systematic upsells on the back end. That's how you scale. You only pitch one offer and one product. We did an e-commerce like business hack or business audit one time. She was selling shoes, and then she was selling jewelry on her store, and she's like, why am I not making money? I go, the people that want to buy shoes are different than the people want to buy jewelry. And even when you buy jewelry, if you're doing rings, necklaces, and earrings, those are three different audiences that you're selling to. Although, yes, they're in the same category of jewelry. So I had to coach her to be like, you need to have one funnel, one page, one offer, and then have upsells systematically on the back end, for example. Nick's like, can we cancel the registration for the community at the same time if you want? Nick, do not register for the community. If you have to ask questions like, can I cancel in the future? Maybe if if we cancel and then if we join and then cancel immediately, is that do not join. Do not, please. I will kick you out if I see your name in the community if you're asking those type of questions. Because like those like if you're committed to AI, it's not a 30-day kind of thing. It's not an overnight kind of thing where you're like, oh, I could learn AI in 30 days and then make more money. There's levels to the game. And then every 30 days, the game changes, different tools, different workflows. And so it takes a lot for people to stay committed to it. So what you're showing is you're not committed to making decisions and then also to change your habits, change your routines in business. It's a long-term kind of thing. So that's where it's like, if you're asking questions, can I join and cancel at the same? Do not join. Do not join. For everyone in the community, they know like they're like, oh, Megan starts laughing. It's like because here's something interesting. Because I'm I'm all deep in analytics. What happens is, and this is what happens from churn. Every business will have churn. Churn is defined by when customers leave your business. Every business naturally will have customers and leave or not renew. It's a natural thing. There's no such thing as a perfect business that keeps like that never has, it doesn't exist. You'll always have like ideally anywhere from 1 to 4% of like churn if it's like natural. So what happens in, especially in a community space, I know statistically what happens when people join, and if they don't show up to any of the events within the first week, or they don't take any of the courses, then they have a high likelihood that within the next 30 days, they're going to churn or they're going to cancel. It's very interesting because it's like, that's why I've added more like workshops and events. Cause like, there's something to do. And then I'm kind of like, if you really want to get like interested, like in my policy, if you request a refund, you're no longer allowed to go to renew or join back. So refunds automatically disqualify you from ever joining back into the community or my one-on-one coaching. Like I'll happily give. That's why I've even extended it to like a 30-day money back guarantee. If you're not happy with anything with the community, 30 days, no problem. Give you money back guarantee, no problem. That's easy. But then you're banned for coming back into the community because I was talking with Sarah. I want 1,000 true fans. I want people that are committed to making the change to invest in learning in AI to grow their business and their skill sets. It takes on average 30 to 60 days for people to change their habits, change their routines, to learn the new skills, because there's a lot of levels to the game. I got to teach you productivity. I got to teach you content. I got to teach you automations. I got to teach you business. I got to teach you marketing. I got to teach you how to sell products. I got to teach you how to do offers. I got to teach you how to do copywriting. I have to do coaching. So there's a lot that goes in because people come in and their goal is to grow their revenue for their business leveraging AI tools. And so especially when AI, for example, Dr. K is like, as a coaching consultant, I would have the same. Yeah, and I've had people churn. Like and I always ask them, I'm like, why are you churning? Because I'm like, feedback, and I'm always curious kind of thing. But the ones that ask for the refunds and stuff, I'm like, you're gone. That's a decision. That's okay. But it's like, I want 1,000 Dr. T's and Sarah's in the community. Like that's my goal. It's like, and churn is so natural. It happens. It's natural for every business. I always ask for feedback of like, what can I do to make the experience better? Is it something that we're missing? Like, was it not enough courses, the right things? Was it like not enough events? I'm always asking for like feedback kind of thing. So, but I specifically put in my policy, like refunds disqualify you. And it's like, word, tell him John, don't play with me. You see, You also see how ruthless I am on the comments. If I see any like people not constructive to like the community, I ban people. Like I ban 20 people a day, both in the DMs and in the comments in the videos and on live streams. I am ruthless, like no patience. Like I'm like you're either committed to for me, I'm fostering a community of people where it's open to learn about business, about marketing, about AI, regardless of wherever you're coming from, kind of thing. So like you don't have enough days in the week when you share value. Like, and Sarah's like the communities where like you see like we've got Sarah, we got Nika, we got Derek. They're all in the community. They're all they show up. They show up to the weekly meetings because David's in the community. You because when you all I ask is when you show up, you'll learn something new. And there's so much of like to share, to learn, to grow. And every week we're like, and then the really cool thing too is what the relationships that are happening behind the scenes. Peter joined today or joined last week, and he wants to start. He wants to move online and do transition to an online business. And we have a member in the community, Natalie, and that's all she does. So I was like, oh, you need to reach out to Natalie. That's what Natalie does. And so he's doing a coaching call with her, and I was like, dope. And then other members, Josh is looking to get ads or like learn how to do ads for his business. And I was like, oh, you need to meet Richard. Richard is an marketing ad expert. He's going to connect, give you the strategy and stuff like that. So like I try and find your goals and where you're struggling with, and I'm trying to match make you with, because we have 120 entrepreneurs in the community. And so there's someone in the community that's either in your same industry, working towards your same goal, or has either the skills or the networking of what you're looking for. Either they have the audience or they have the skills to help you build something. Like I go in and I build funnel tools for members that are just not tech savvy. I'll go in and build their tools, their automations, or just to help with there. Like we give tech support, which is actually really dope. Like, because if you think about it, my goal is to make the community so good that when you leave, that or if you leave, it's going to be so hard to get that anywhere else. There's no other place that's going to give you that level of attention, support, resources, guidance, kind of thing. Like all I do when I wake up from like I sleep in. So for when I wake up at 9 a.m. to midnight, I'm all in the community. I'm in the DMs. I'm giving you resources. I'm posting content. I'm posting courses. We're hosting the 5 days a week weekly events. We're doing live classes. We're doing networking. Like there's so much that's all into this like community kind of thing. It's like I'm super competitive too. I'm like I want to make this the best community in the world. So people are like just I'm turning everyone into raving fans. That's my goal. That's basically I will do the affiliate program. I'm just talking with my accountant right now. Let's see. Great questions. You get so much value. Say all my community members are awesome. They show up, they learn, they grow. Every day you're learning. It's always 1% improvement. Every day in the community or on any of the events, you'll learn one new thing that will make you more dangerous. From there, that's like, and that 1% will compound for the rest of the year. My friend, we need alternatives. GenSpark, worth it, but not good anymore. GenSpark is great. I have some members like Sarah's a GenSpark expert. Oksana is a GenSpark expert. Like they're building websites, they're doing learning, like learning new topics and deep diving in their education. They're building slides. It does lead gen. The lead gen feature is pretty gangster. GenSpark is like really, really powerful for it's basically like cheaper than Manus, but like researching agent, like it's super. I use it for like deep researching. It's like the equivalent is like basically Perplexity is like searching the first page and getting a quick answer. GenSpark is like searching all the top 10 pages on Google and then getting a detailed Wikipedia of like whatever you want. It's really powerful. Watch your mouth. You guys are funny. I'm getting there with GenSpark. We'll have a GenSpark eventually course because the best tools are Cider for like writing, like a writing assistant, ChatGPT for custom GPTs, Gemini 2.5 as like a workhorse. Basically, you give it a bunch of tasks and then it will do what you need. Then you have GenSpark, which is basically an AI agent, because it has a lot of tools built in to search, to create the analytics. Like when we built the dashboard, like that was super impressive. For example, it does all these stuff, but I don't know why I can't upload large file. Oh, that's why you can't. It's not meant for uploading files. That's basically a GenSpark task. So that's the difference too, which is kind of interesting. You have to use the right tool for the right task. So I'm always trying to find out, what are you trying to do? What's your task, your project? What are you trying to automate? And then I can recommend a much better tool, because no one tool does everything, kind of thing. You want to do the best one, the best tool for. So if you're uploading large files, that's definitely a Google Gemini 2.5, because Google Gemini, that's a million tokens. That's 6 Harry Potter books of files that you could upload. Dr. K says, I have a paid version for ChatGPT and use their deep search for deep dives. Oh, you'll love Dr. K. You'll love GenSpark. GenSpark for deep dives is super fun, because you get, the cool thing about deep dives is that it gives you what's called a GenSpark page. I can show you if you guys want. A GenSpark page, basically, it has table of contents, has a deep research, cites its sources, and then you can chat with your file. So you can ask it questions, elaborate, go deeper, summarize stuff from there. ChatGPT. Nice. Let's check it out. Yeah, let me show you, because we can do a little GenSpark demo. I got some credits to burn on GenSpark. GenSpark, so, because it does. So why is GenSpark so unique? Because every other large language model, mostly. Ooh, I gotta log in with one of my emails. So, by the way, password manager, 1Password, amazing. There we go. Let me show you guys on YouTube. Let's do a little GenSpark. Okay, cool. The reason why GenSpark is so powerful is because it has a large language model and tools. And it has a set of tools based on what you're trying to do. It has tools specifically. I mean, honestly, the research agent and the sheets are like the most powerful. It will create slides too. And so GenSpark, let me go to my history. Sure, I think this will be good. Yeah, okay. So, I gotta probably ask it a new question too, because these pages actually expire. Let's see if we could get this one. Ah, there. Oh, cool. Okay. So this is what's called a Spark page. A Spark page means if I gave it a query and I said, hey, GenSpark, go find me the best AI tools for real estate agents and business owners, it's going to search like all 10 pages of like Google. It's an analogy. It's not exact, but that's the way I like to think about it. It's going to do very deep, comprehensive research. And then it's going to present it in what's called a Spark page. So you have like a table of contents of everything. You can go from this to a book pretty quickly if you guys ever want to write a book. This will be a really great one to like write a book, and you could actually cheat, find some very popular books on Amazon. You can scan the reviews, see what works, see what doesn't work, and then use that with GenSpark to actually write a much better book and then sell that as your digital product. I'm not gonna lie, your first digital product technically should be a book. For like $20, like, and just sell that, because it's a one-time buy, really easy to create. You can upsell 11 Labs audiobook on top of that, so you have an upsell. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna give full credit where I got this source. Do I have the video? I think I may have the video. Full credit. It actually comes from Myron Golden. Like, so if, let's put it this way, if everyone wants to like start making money online, your first digital product should be a book. The reason why, I should save it. I hope I did. Hope. Yes, I saved it. God, I saved it. Okay, watch this. Don't believe me. Listen to the goat.
Millionaire fast track formula. Now that we got through all that,
Ready? Cool.
Create a product that makes you an offer that makes you $20 profit and sell 50,000. I wrote a book called From the Trash Man to the Cash Man. It sells for $20. It makes me about $24 profit every time I sell one. I don't have time to go into that math right now, but it makes me $24 profit. But let's just call it 20. I wrote that book in 2006. It makes me, on average, $110,000 to $112,000.
Oh yeah, Myron's amazing.
Work that I did 19 years ago. I wrote another book called Boss Moves in 2021. 4 years ago. That book makes me between 30 and 70,000 a month. But yearly, $500,000 a year. 2 books.
Two
A long
books.
time ago, make me $500,000 a year, or 600,000 a year. YouTube pays me. Well, last year it was a little over 500. This year, probably over 700,000.
Oh, sorry.
Because it's.
I'll send you the video.
This is why Millionaire Fast Track. Why is it a fast track? Because here's why fast tracking is so important. Because we've been warned our whole lives about get rich quick scheme, but nobody ever warned us about the stay broke for the rest of your life scheme. So because you've never been warned about that one, most people opt to stay broke for the rest of their lives rather than getting rich quick. And I submit to you that quick is the only way you can get rich. Here's my definition of quick: in your lifetime. Right.
So good.
Right?
Yeah.
So $20 profit, sell 50,000 of them, or have a product that makes you $200 profit and sell 5,000 of them, or have a product that makes you $2,000 profit, sell 500 of them, or have you a product that makes or offer that makes you $20,000 profit, sell 50 of them, or have an offer that makes you $200,000 and sell 5. That's the Millionaire Fast Track. The Millionaire Fast Track formula. Now that we got through all that, ready?
And let's break this down. And then Sid, don't worry, I sent you a DM with that video so you can check it out, Sid. Here's how you can get started with this. You're gonna go to Amazon. Actually, Megan may know a better way of this. Basically, she has a tool for this. You're gonna go to Amazon and you're gonna sell, let's say, AI books, for example. I want to write a book on AI. Let's say, I actually know what the book is. Actually, let me see if I actually can find it. AI. Oh, there's a ton. I want the AI agency. I know this one sells really well. Okay, so you're gonna find a book in your niche. You're gonna go to Amazon and you're gonna find a book. There's tools that will do this and give you like monthly sales and stuff like that. I forgot them. I'll actually get it. You go to find a book and you want it to have high ratings. You could go a little bit deeper and go into the best-selling category right here, and you can open basically, let's say number 7, for example. So you can go to that category and you can see other books that are selling, for example. So then you're going to, there's tools that are actually, look at the reviews on this. Like, that's a ton of reviews. There's something in this book that they're selling. So there are the easy ways to copy all of the reviews right here. I'm just going to copy them. I'm just going to pick this. I'm going to go to Gemini. And from Gemini, I'm going to say, I want to write a similar book about this. I'm going to paste the top 5-star reviews and then also the 1-star reviews. And I want you to give me an outline for the perfect book that hits both the strengths and then also improves what was missing. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do Markdown. Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do Markdown. I know it's a little hard. And then I'm going to say these are 5-star reviews. Colon, paste. This is, we're not going to use Google. Google does a stupid thing now. It's like, do you own the rights to this? And I was like, just do the job. Don't question me. I will go to another AI tool if you question me. So now we're going to go to ChatGPT because GenSpark's being annoying. Anyways, so we're gonna use ChatGPT. We're gonna use 4.0. It's like, don't tell me no. Do the thing. We're so abusive to AI. Let me get this book in Chrome real quick because then I'm already logged. Not here. Hold on. I'm already logged into my Amazon account here, so I could get the negative 1-star reviews. Because I want from here, I'm gonna click the 1-star. So now I got the 1-star. It's going to ask me to log in. Fine. This will just take one moment because this will be a good example anyways. Okay, log in. Got to do the code. Bear with me. I got to log in and get the code. So it's got to send me a verification code, one-time code. Bear with me. Because Amazon's like, are you a robot? It's like, yes, I'm a robot. Don't question me. Okay, cool. So now we're going to go, and now we're going to get the 1-star reviews, which is all these 1-star reviews. Copy, copy, copy. Okay, cool.
And then I'm going to go here, Markdown, do pound. These are the 1-star reviews. Shift, paste, and then, and then enter. I should probably give it a little details about the book too. Based on the 5-star reviews and the sharp criticism from the 1-star reviews, here's a practical outline to write a better version of the book. 5 stars, they love it clear, actionable, that it feels like 1 stars are like, yo, this felt like a glorified sales pitch. They are. All books are sales pitches. They're webinars just in book form. So that means he's either pitching too hard or he was missing information. He didn't give enough value, for example. Weak content layout, over-promise, under-delivered, lack of depth and new insight. It came across like a filler just to sell software and services. Okay, I'll create a better book that doesn't pitch that hard and actually gives more value. So foundations without fluff. So now I'm going to go back to the book review. And then I'm just going to get the summary from here, fundamentally. Close enough. And then I'm going to say, here's the outline for the book based on that feedback. Write the best version 2 of this book that will make it a bestseller. Shift. I just want the outline. I just want the outline, and give me 6 points to hit in each chapter. Okay. It's kind of funny, like full circle. We started this Go Live series when I started going live twice a day. I started with how to write a book using AI, like that, because I feel that's like the one thing everyone should do if you want to start making passive income. Is like write a book and sell the book. Okay, cool. The Smarter AI Agency: How to Launch and Scale a Lean, Profitable Business Using AI Without the Burnout and BS. That's not bad. Skip the fluff. Learn how real people are replacing income and getting freedom with the simple AI powered book structure. Why does it matter? What it does, and then it gives me this. So now I'm going to take this. There's a better way, but I'm just going to dump all of this. Oh, even some bonuses. Oh, the bonus section. That's genius. You should have some scripts, SOPs, sale things. Give it a digital companion, because technically what you want is every book to make it more convertible, meaning increase the sales for all books are basically, they're just pitching the next offer. You want to give a special bonus if they enter their email in a special landing page to unlock special resources mentioned in the book, because then you go from book to email list, and then from email list they get more value from like resources, like maybe a couple videos, some templates, for example, and then from there you can pitch your mid-ticket product. You're basically going from a book which is roughly $7 to $27. You're pitching your next upsell, which is basically something $49 to $197, or even $497 can go from there, for example. Like that's basically how you're going from there. Then I would let's see if we could go to Gemini and just say write this book. I would do a little more effort on actually writing it. Oh wait, no, I want write this book. I'm going to get this from here and copy this and then give this to Google Gemini, because I'm not, there we go. Good. Do the work. AI is such a dangerous superpower. So now it's going to think, and now knows the book outline and the structure and the key points to hit and talk about, basically. Now, of course, you're going to run this through different like Humanizer text. There's Humanizer AI is one. This is one. So you're going to rip it. You're going to rip each chapter through some of these so it actually humanizes it. But you have to also notice, like, your goal isn't to sell on Amazon. Your goal is to sell to your audience from your content as a low ticket, basically. That's basically for there. Need you to teach this to my wife. She wrote 2 books and needs a marketing expert. Oh, I should actually publish my own book just for the fun of it. I should turn my ADHD book into an actual book, and that would be even better. Cool. So now it's actually going to write out. Now, because of the token limit, it's not going to be able to write everything. Of course, they have limitations, but you're going to write a more comprehensive, like you're going to write it chapter by chapter, basically. So it's going to be like, write chapter 1. Because you'll get at least a good enough of the chapter. And again, you're going to use different LLMs to like refine this. It's not going to be a simple like copy paste and you're done. I'm going to give this to Claude. I'm going to give this to humanizers. I'm going to go find more resources to add to it. I'm going to like iterate chapter by chapter to try and make it so good. That would actually be a fun thing, for example. And then, so now it's writing chapter 1. Nice. And then basically you'll just go through this process. Then the last thing that you do is you set up just a stand store. Stand store. Sega. Stand store. Stand store. Just pay $29 a month. And then you can sell digital products. You're like, hey, buy my book. Click here to buy. And once they buy, it will automatically send them the book. You can do technically you could do a free giveaway. You can give away the first 2 chapters, and then if you give away the first 2 chapters and then the link to buy, that's actually a much better way. So now you got your free lead magnet, which is basically the first 2 chapters. Noah Keegan does this on his website. Noah Keegan AppSumo, like. If you guys don't know, he's the creator of AppSumo with amazing apps like TidyCal. He's writing a book, and let's see if you could find it somewhere. Let's see if we could find a new book. He gives away the first chapter for free, $1 Million Weekend, and then the lost chapter. Sometimes you could find it from here. Let's see. And then basically upsells you the whole book, basically. Noah Keegan. Free marketing newsletter. Nice. He's going to give you the book, the first chapter, in his newsletter as well, too. Get the comprehensive guide. Yep, look at this. Look at this. I love marketing. Oh, my God. I'm such a geek out. Sorry, I geek out. Get your free chapter today of the book. Why, yes, I'm going to give you my email. I don't want to give you my email, but I don't care. No, actually, give me a Notion demo 00@gmail.com. I usually actually have an email that's for all spam. It's cool. Check your email for the free chapter. And then, because this dude makes buku bucks, basically. Cheryl's like, I haven't asked you with make.com. Not sure I'm missing with the Google Sheet. How did you copy it? Oh, sure. I'll definitely DM you. Let's see. Spam. Kind of waiting. Be kind of interesting too what he gives away for what is he sending? Okay, we gotta wait for the book. But that's how you, and then you're marketing, you're talking about the book, you're going live, you're serving, you're answering questions, you're trying to get on interviews, like you're trying to just promote so much about the book, and you're driving all your traffic to basically a stand store. And the only thing here is get the first chapter for free. And then they sign up, which is an irresistible offer, which is one of Myron Golden's 4 irresistible offers. A lead magnet offer, which is something for free, which is your get 2 chapters for free. Then a low ticket offer, which is the $27 full book that you just wrote using AI. Congratulations. And then you can upsell whatever you want. You could do a 95, which is, for me, it's the community. Myron Golden does the 5-day challenge. If you want to I'll end on this. Because I study marketing. So this is Myron Gold. This is how Myron Golden makes up millions of dollars a month. This is his entire funnel. So his entire business is built off of this. He sells an ebook, which is, or a book, or he technically has 2 books, which is 27 to 29. You'll then, once you binge the book, you're like, oh my God, I want to learn how to create offers, because he sold you on offers, which are very powerful. Then you'll join the 5-day challenge, which is $97. There's your low ticket. Then you'll go, so there's his other, he also has a community at $27 from there. And then from there, you're like, great, you'll change your life with offers and you'll make more money. And you're like, hey, Myron, I want to get more close into your circle. Then you'll join his King Solomon's course. It's actually a community. It's not so much a course. That's 115,000. I think that's a yearly program. Then he has his VIP days. That's his whole business, like his whole offers basically from there. My toxic trait is purchasing apps and then forgetting how to activate them. Not gonna lie, like AppSumo and like TidyCal is actually the most complicated of like how to audit. It's so weird. It's like to sign up for like AppSumo. It's like you got to go to sign up for TidyCal. You got to go AppSumo, buy, and then you got to go back in to activate the account, and they got to use the email to actually create a TidyCal. It's the only one that's like the most complicated kind of thing. But yeah. Nice. So in less than 30 minutes, we kind of went through how to come up with your first digital product to sell and make money online. That should be your first product. You can cheat and not do a book. You could do what's called a mini course. A mini course is something that's 1 or 4 hours, minimally 1, sometimes up to 3 hours of like just video recording content. You can use your computer. You can use OBS. You can create slides in like Canva or GenSpark or something else, and you could sell that for like $27. And then you could sell a full course or something for like one time $497. All of those things don't sell your time. That's the game. The game is do not sell your time. Because anyone that sells their time is not going to be able to scale their business or revenues, because it's like that's the worst thing that you could sell. So you're always selling. That's why digital products are so popular, is because you're not actually selling your time, and they're very easy to fulfill and scalable. Ebooks, products, custom GPTs. Oh, I got the book from the email right now. Custom GPTs. What else? Yeah, and then it's low. You do need a low ticket offer. Something $7 to like $27 is usually the price point for people to first introduce into your world. I know a lot of guys that are like, and that's you tech. Here's the technical part. If you do the free book plus shipping, or free chapter for the book to build the email list. Also, I've seen get the whole book for $7. So then you build the email list, because what you're doing is the whole first game is just building the email list that you could sell or market to your products or services later on. The whole business lives or dies based on like how big your email list is. For example, like I know one entrepreneur, she's sadly leaving the community. She makes about $25,000 per month, and she has an email list of about 20,000 subscribers in her email list. And it's like, oh yeah. And she has a webinar, a free webinar. I'm not gonna say her name. She has a free webinar, free training. And then the webinar sells a $397 one time, or I think it's a lifetime course and coaching program basically. And then she also has a book that she also sells too, for example. Is that all? Yeah, she does it all through a Stan Store. So because I funnel hacked her. I'm always curious, like when members come in, I'm like, who are you? How are you making money? What are you doing? And stuff like that. She's making 25,000. She made $100,000 in the first 14 days selling a book, a Stan Store, and then content. Hi Erica. It's not Erica, but hi Erica. But yeah, that's it. Like Erica's coach Jaja, she made, I think it was $100K just selling her book, if I'm not mistaken too. And so like sell digital products, sell book. I mean, Erica, you have your I think it's the Hustler's Playbook basically, is like a very profitable business. So it's like we're just going through everyone, we're just teaching everyone basically like set up a Stan Store or a Beacons or basically something, and just sell. Your first product should be a book technically. Like that's the easiest to get something created. You could create it in a weekend. If you guys wanted to do like a challenge, that would be really fun, because you can create the product in a weekend. Done. And then you could set up the store, which is basically the Stan Store. Is going to be you'll set that up in an hour. Done. Then you could spend the next 30 days, 60 days, content live streams. I do 3 in 1. Post 3 times a day, go live once a day. Post 3 a day, go live once a day. That's all. There's not so much like number of pages. Like it's like, I don't know if there's like a specific number. Just make it valuable. Think of it this way. if they read it and they get a transformation of value of resources, either strategies, tips, how to do something, for example, it's basically like a webinar just in a book form kind of thing. If they get some transformation, I highly recommend everyone too, for a really good example, is buy Myron Golden's, I'm not going to say don't find it on Ocean PDF, but buy Myron Golden. Let's go to Amazon. We could just take like Myron Golden book, for example, like how many pages his is. Boss Moves. All right. Boss Moves is 75 bucks. Holy jeebus. Holy jeebus. Holy jeebus. 70. Wow. Well, oh wait, this is Boss Man. He has 2 books. That's the newest book. How much is this old book? That one's 76 bucks too. No wonder it brings them $30,000 a month. Like, of course. By the way, it's a great book. Look, 1,000 stars. So if we look at we could kind of look at pages. It's a 4-hour book. Sometimes they put down here, it's like how many pages it is. Sometimes they do it. Sometimes. So 4 hours. What's a 4-hour book? How many pages is Perplexity? How many pages is, now we use Perplexity, for example. So your goal to write something 140 to 166 pages, roughly. So that will give you a rough start, rough idea. How many pages per chapter is that? How many pages per chapter is that? Kind of curious now. So 16 chapters, 140. So that's roughly 9 to 10 pages per chapter, double spaced. 9 to 10 pages per chapter. And then small font, 14 size font, 24 size font. I'm just kidding. That's so if you could write a book in a weekend that's 16 chapters, that's not 8.5 by 11. Yeah, it's smaller too for a booklet kind of thing. And then you could find let me see if I can find that tool. There's a tool. If I had Megan, I'd ask her. Actually, I'm going to ask Perplexity this. What is the tools that you can use to see how many sales of, say, books on Amazon? There's tools out. Oh, you gotta sign in. Oh, don't make me sign in. I gotta do the thing to sign in. Everything's a sign in. Okay, there we go. I'm signed in. There's this Amazon KDP Retort book sales data that there's scribe count and publish wide. So publish wide gives book sales, and then what's this one called? Scribe count. This is like SEO. Oh yeah, let's just do scribe count, for example. Cool. Track your book sales, ads, and ROI with ease. So because this is going to be your market research, you want to find what are best-selling books in your category, for example. Easy to understand. Yeah, custom divisions. They have ones that even do fast track of a site, a dynamic ad count that. Yeah, any one of these will work. There's ones that they'll put it on like a Chrome extension too, which is actually kind of cool. Automatically combine book sales and expenses. That's not what we want, but you want to find that was to spy on competitors. No, to spy on competitors to see what books are selling. I mean, it also works for Etsy too. So I would 30-day devotion. You guys want to do a 30-day challenge of create a book and market and go through that whole process? We can do it. Publisher Rocket. That would be a Saturday. We could do it as the Saturday workshop if you guys want. Saturday workshop, we could all go through the exercise of writing our first book using AI, and then go through the whole process to set up the funnel, the marketing strategy, everything you need, and then Nika's in. All right. I mean, I'll put the vote. I mean, that, because if you guys want to make a few money, and that's the fastest way, honestly, we can do the whole thing in less than 2 hours. Honestly, by the end of 2 hours, you'll have a digital product. You'll have a stand store to sell it. you'll have a marketing strategy of what to actually create content around. You'll have the topics to say on your live streams fundamentally. And then we could also do the ad campaigns. So if you want to run ads to it, because then from ads you could give the lead magnet, which is basically the free chapter, because it's a lead magnet and it's the book already. And then you can set up the email marketing for it. So we can do, and then we can even do I'll buy one of these tools, and we'll run through all of the analytics. So you guys don't even have to buy this. I'll buy it, and then we'll go through, find the analytics of like the best selling, so that we'll go through everyone that participates and shows up. We'll find you the best book to funnel hack, basically. Like, if you guys want, I'm so down. Like, we could do the whole thing in less than 2 hours, like, basically, so that by the end of the 2 hours you'll have the whole product to sell, everything to go and start making money online. And that's passive money. That's passive income, because I'm not gonna lie, digital products like hits different. Making money online hits different, kind of thing. Dr. K's down, Derek's down, Sarah's down, Sid is down, Nika's down, David's down, No Bad Days is down. I think unanimous choice. It's going to happen. All right. Saturday, I'll announce Internet Money, FU Money. I'll announce it on the community. You heard it today. This Saturday, this workshop, we'll do the whole process of, right? I'm going to create GPTs. I'm going to create templates. I'm going to create the roadmaps. We'll do the keyword research. So all of you will know the process, and everything will go through so that you're selling your first digital product. You fundamentally need to sell. That's like the best thing to sell for anyone, regardless anyways. And then we'll set up the Stan store. Stan's super easy. I think it does like the email as well too. And then like you're all in just for like the $29, which is for Stan store fundamentally. You'll have the link in bio, and then basically your whole thing is content. We're starting this out. We could do it this Saturday, Nika. I'll post it in the community, because all the other members would be like, "What's going on? I thought we were doing NAN." I'm like, let's make a few money instead. So NAN's great, but let's be honest, we all want to make a few money. So I tell everyone, I'm like, your first AI project and also your first digital product should be a book. And then we could convert it into an audiobook for an upsell. So for an extra $10 or whatever, they could get the book plus the audiobook version anyways. That's going to be ripped through 11 Labs, done. And then from there, I mean, that's how Myron Golden got started. He made his first money from Trash Man to the Cash Man, I think is the title of the book. That was his first product. And all Myron did was go live on Facebook. He went live. He talked about the book. He gave value. That was the whole thing. He just gave value. And the link in bio was basically buy the book. That's the whole, and it's low ticket because there's no sale. There's no there's no sales calls. It's either a yes or no. It's super easy. You can mark it up and then do discounts. You could discount it for the lives. So like, great, if you participate on the lives, I'll give you a 20% off, or link in bio only if you buy now. So there's ways to sell it like real easy. And then the game is like, it's $27 book. What's your monthly income goal, basically? Do you give a chapter away? Yeah, we'll build the funnel so that it's you give away the first chapter. Actually, Noah just emailed me right now because we filled out that lead magnet. So here's the email that Noah just sent. Sorry, I can't zoom in. But he's like, hey, after 8 years of working online, I learned some things. By the way, I have a New York Times bestseller, $1 Million Weekend book. And here, if you want a sneak peek, here's the first chapter for free. I just spent 10 hours. Here's my story. By the way, here's some more free resources. Now Noah is going to send me emails every single day for the next 30 days or for the next 100 days saying, are you ready to buy the book? Are you ready to buy the book? Here's more value. That's the whole game. You could do the whole thing with just with basically, I don't know if Stan Store does, well, I gotta look into Stan, but I don't know if it does like lead magnet. I'm sure it probably does. I'm actually kind of curious now. Does Stan Store do lead magnets? Oh, Stan Store does lead magnets. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you're good. We could do everything into it. Stan Store allows you to create lead magnets and landing pages for them. Done. Because that's the easiest. Because, yeah, you could use Stan, beacons, really doesn't matter. Like, you could pick your choose if you have the tool already, for example. Like, Done. That's all you need, basically. We could use whatever you want, honestly. There's no preference. You just need something. It's basically just a link in bio that they could enter their email, get it, and there's and then you could just build out the email list for the email marketing. That's it. Like that's the whole game. And then we have a road. We have a challenge of like who can make the first 1K, first $1,000 selling their ebook. I mean, that's only what was that 27 what's 1,000 divided by 27? That's 37 books a month, or 37 books. So then if you do 37 divided by 30, so if you sell roughly two books, even if you sell two, so even if you sell two books a day, which is very low, like two books times well, it's going to be 2 times 27, and then times that by 30. Times that by 30. Cool. You can make $1,600 on autopilot just selling 2 books a day using this funnel. So if you could promote in the book like 2 books or 2 sales a day, that's low. That's actually real low. For Stan Store, is there a 2-week free trial on Stan Store? Good question, by the way, too. Does Stan Store have do they have a free trial? Let's see. Kind of curious too. Let's find out if you sign up. Do they have, because it does digital product, it does everything you need. Start your trial, register. Okay, yeah, they do a trial. What's Stan Store free trial? What is it? Stan Store gives you a 14-day free trial. So you're like the first 14 days, if you can sell basically 2 books in 14 days, now you made your money back for the Stan Store. So then your net cost is done, and then you can spend the rest. Everything after that is profit ish. So it's like that's a very low like bar of like that's pretty easy. I recently purchased the Designer's ebook creation software. I think they also have templates. Ooh, what is that, Dr. K? Let's take a look at that. Designer's ebook creation software, because I'm probably sure there's other ones. Oh, Designer, nice. Thank you, Dr. K, for sharing. Let's share this with everyone so that we can all take a screenshot and level up. That's so dope. So Designer, I've heard about it. Create, design, and publish stunning looking ebooks. Use AI to create your content and transform your existing blog, podcast, or video books. Look at that. We're all leveling up and growing. That's gangster. That's worth it. I'd buy that. What's the price? I'd buy it. Monthly plans, $29. You get 100 project templates, 9 to do fonts, create unlimited ebooks, Word Genie AI content creator, page numbering, and does that. Oh, that's dope. Nice. So $29 to create the book. I'll do the analytics software. Let's see, let me save this. Whenever you come across a new tool, this is just really good practice kind of thing. Always save it to Notion. Like I have a Notion file that is just tech stack. So I'm like ebook, book, creator. There we go. And then save it to my tech stack. Save. That's why it's so great, because I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be like, what was that software? I don't remember. We're getting closer. Okay. We're writing a book this week. I'll post it in the community. I'll post it with just a vote, and we'll just do 2, and it'll be NAN or how to sell a digital product or book as your first digital product with funnel and everything. I'll put that in the community. I think we know what's gonna win. I'll let you guys vote. I try to do a democracy, and I'll be like, it's not in my hands. I try not to be a dictator. I'm like, I'll let you guys vote. Whatever the Saturday, whatever you guys want to like create, like it's open workshop. It's whatever you guys want. I'm here to serve. I think that'll be a fun project. Like I want to create and then we gamify it. We'll have a challenge. Whoever can sell their first $1,000, and then everyone can share like tips. What did you do? What did you say? How often were you creating content? What did you say on the live streams? What is your store? What is the emails that you do? So everyone can like collectively like share tips to grow from there. And then I think that would be like super fun. I think that is like, I'm excited. I can't go to bed now, and I'm excited about thinking about this. So this Friday we're gonna write. Every Saturday we have the workshop from 11 a.m. to 11, 12, 1 to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We could go over a little bit. Like I don't care if we take longer, but roughly we're starting at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then the whole thing will also, if you can't make it, the whole thing will be recorded with step-by-step guide and then put inside the course, so that people, if they can't, they'll get the video recording of like the tutorial and then all the step-by-step guide and resources, so that anyone in the community, if you can't make it Saturday, you can also do it for there. How do you learn this? How do you learn this? I'm not sure. We gotta get you up earlier, so late on the East Coast. I know. Unless you guys want to move it up like 10 a.m. I'll put a vote if you guys want to move it, like, because I understand the different time zones. Like, I'll vote to like change the Saturday workshop from 11 a.m. to 10 a.m. Like, I could it's whatever you guys want. So it's like I'm here just to serve. So because we do have a lot of people on the East Coast. We have not only a lot of people on the East Coast. We have people in the UK. We have people in Brazil. We have people in Canada. And so it's like we do have a very global audience. So I'm flexible. I'm just here to like make it great. Sarah's good for Saturday. Got Canada in the house. How long? I would prefer earlier. Yeah, and we could always change it. Zach says, "How long have you been doing AI automations?" I've been doing automations for like close to almost over 15 years. Like I automated my first 9 to 5 job, like writing C++ code, basically, like teaching myself that because I'm lazy. I'm like, robots should do this work. I don't want to do this work. This is laborious. This is mind numbing. Copy paste, do this. I was like, robots should do this. So I was like, let me learn how to code. And then I was like, oh, this took no coding like difficulty to automate my entire job. I was like, oh, I'm going to get replaced by someone who's a software developer. And I was like, I got to learn code. And so that was like my whole thing. So I've been doing a lot of automation. Is AI good at writing nonfiction books? Yes, actually. Wait, please forgive me. Which one's nonfiction? So nonfiction means is like I can't remember fiction or not. Based on facts. Okay. Well, you're gonna write what those facts are. You're gonna do the if you do GenSpark, then GenSpark, or unless it's a autobiography kind of thing. So like GenSpark will help you write a nonfiction book. That's easy. Zach's like, what specifically? Oh, I've done Make.com, Make, I've done Zap, I've done C++, I've done Python automations, I've written custom programs, I've built robotics, I've done a lot. AI voice agents, AI chatbots, I've done it all. We got people in Kenya, people in Utah. I would prefer. Nice. Okay. I'm going to take a break because I'm going to be back in an hour anyways for the next show. So I will post in the community right now, and then you guys will vote NAN or how to build and sell a digital product using how to write a book as well too. We'll do the book, we'll do the website, we'll do the research, we'll give you the outline, we'll show you the best tools. I'll build a custom GPT to help guide you through the whole process. You'll get a step-by-step checklist. And then I'll sign up for a designer too. If I sign up for a designer, we have unlimited ebooks. We can rip things through my account if you want. Doesn't matter. So whatever, like, we're doing it. That's game. So that's gonna be Saturday. I'm excited now, man. It's Monday. I got something to look forward to on Saturday. Let's go. Every week we are leveling up. Let's go. I got an early morning. See you tomorrow. Won't be back. David, good to see you and everyone. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna be back in an hour for the 9 p.m. show. No more 10 p.m. show. I just moved it up 9 p.m. basically. And then yes, if you want to join the AI community and build your first digital product to make a few money on Saturday, join the community. We have this plus a lot of other really, really amazing resources. Dr. K is like, dang, okay, which community can I kick out to join this one? Like, amazing. Truly blessed, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing and learning. I'm Jonathan Acuna. Join the AI community, link in bio. And if not, I'll see you on the next live stream. I go live every day, 6 p.m. and 9 p.m., 7 days a week. So I'm here to serve. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you probably later. Bye. Yo, that sounds exciting. That sounds super exciting. for a Saturday workshop, like game on. That was like, because I want to write a book. Because once we nail the whole process down, we can create more books faster, easier, and market them. Because I mean, Myron's making $30,000 a month from just he's making $500,000 a month. What is that? 600 divide that by 12. So he's making $50,000 a month from 2 books. So if we let's take 25,000, 25 divided in half, divide that by 27, with $20 profit, let's say, for example. So he's selling 1,200 books. So then if we take 1,250 divided by 30, so if you sell 40 books a day, you'll make $500,000 a month. I mean, shoot, even if whatever your like minimum payment is, like what's your income goal? And that's all passive income. That requires nothing of your time to actually create, which is actually pretty gangster. Ooh, I'm excited. We're gonna build a book funnel this weekend. Nice, awesome. Have a wonderful